Good day, well, it's Scott Pickett. I'm the CEO and founder of Wealth Migrate, and I've been bringing you these weekly wealth insights. But to Frank, for the last couple of months, I've been so busy with trips all over the seas. I just haven't had the time to be able to do it. A couple of people have reached out to me and said, when are you going to start them again? So I'm actually standing here in New York. I'm outside Central Park, one of the most iconic places on the planet. And for those of you that have watched all the different TV shows, I know my wife loves them, so I'm not even going to tell you the names. But I mean, these are some of the wealthiest and most expensive properties in the world, literally right here on the side of Central Park. And then, someone that's pretty much in the news all the time at the moment is old Donald Trump. And behind us here, we've got Donald Trump's Tower and International Hotel. You can see it behind us here. And then you can see all the way around. That's a very famous circle, numerous stores. And then as you go around Central Park, there's a whole lot of hotels, etc., and a lot of people out. It's early morning here in New York. If you want to know why I shaved my head, we had a competition with our team on our cultural surveys, and I lost, and so did the rest of the leadership team, and so a number of us had to shave our heads, which is very, very cold. So anyway, what's my wealth insight this morning? I got an amazing picture through recently, and it was all about wealth. And it was all about what wealthy people do. And unfortunately, most people want to get wealthy, and yet they're not prepared to copy what wealthy people are doing. And so most people go out, they look for get-rich-quick schemes. They go on a property course, and they try and suddenly think they're a real estate guru, and they go and invest in property, and they go try to buy a house, and suddenly they can't understand why they don't get wealthy. Or they go on a forex course, and they try and become a forex trader, and suddenly they're going to get rich doing that. Or they become a stockbroker, and they basically follow the next best scheme. And they never get wealthy, and they can't understand why. And what they don't realize is that they're out there, they're firstly working in a job, and when one looks at inflation, the inflation of salaries around the world, particularly in the middle class, has not kept up with the growth in assets. So an asset can be a company, an asset can be a property, but it's got to be a good asset that has intrinsic value, and it has an income. And then that asset will appreciate far quicker than any job can. And so that's really that whole saying, money works for you. But what most people don't understand is that the truly wealthy, the top 1%, and even in some cases the top 1% of the top 1%, they actually invest in people and in partnerships. And I thought it was really opportune to be able to make this video standing right outside here in terms of this hotel. Donald Trump didn't get wealthy from having a job. Donald Trump didn't get wealthy from going on a property course. And to be frank, Donald Trump didn't even get wealthy from investing in property. What Donald Trump did is he invested in people, and he invested in partnerships. They invest in themselves, they invest in learning, but most importantly, they invest in people and networks and partnerships. And it's through that they can do incredible deals like this one behind us. It's through that they build incredible networks. It's through that they become incredibly wealthy. And it's through that ultimately leads them to become the president of the United States of America. And so that's my wealth insight. Stop looking for the next best thing. Stop looking for your way just to go out there and get rich quick. Look for something that you are passionate about. Look for something that you are purposeful about. Look for something that you are prepared to invest the next 10 years of your life to master. And then most importantly, go out there and find the right people. Find the right people to partner with. Find the right networks to get involved in, because that is how you will create your long-term wealth. And so that's Scott Pickett signing out from Central Park here in New York. And really, if you enjoyed this, please go out and share this with your networks. This is for free. I believe that wealth and wealth insights should be shared with everybody. And our mission is to empower 1 billion people. And the only way we're going to do that is if people share freely with their friends. I think that the access to knowledge and most importantly, the access to knowledge around wealth should be available to everyone. And that's why I do these wealth insights. I get the privilege of spending time with some of the wealthiest, most successful people around the world. I'm flying down today to go and spend 6 days with Tony Robbins, and I look forward to hopefully bringing you many more wealth insights from some of the best in the world. Thank you very much. Hope you enjoyed it. Cheers.